My name is John Shaw. I'm in the biology department here at Duke. I've been in the biology department for, I think I'm in my 23rd year. I've been involved in GLS courses, I think, essentially since the first year I was here. So I've been very much involved in GLS since my beginning. I've been on the GLS advisory committee for a number of years as well. Evolution in human life is about the scientific study of evolution. And evolution, arguably, is the number one central conceptual framework that all of biology is built around. Everything from medicine to agriculture to ecology, etc., is all taught in an evolutionary context these days. But more importantly, for people that aren't scientists, evolution is also a way of gaining insight about ourselves, about people. In my course, we talk about the evolution of human intelligence, for example, the evolution of diseases, for example, how evolutionary biology goes about studying the evolution of diseases, the evolution of creativity, the evolution of parenthood. So really, we as a species are what we are today because we got that way over the span of several million years of evolution. And so it's insightful to learn about we as human beings, to learn it in an evolutionary context. And that's what we do in the class. And what's exciting about the class is that we usually have a diverse group of people that are taking it for a wide variety of reasons. Some people are sort of interested in science, and because evolution is central to all of biological science, that's their motivation for taking it. But I think more commonly, I have people that really have little or no background in science, at least not since high school, which may have been anywhere from 5 to 40 years ago, depending on the people. And they want to learn about what evolution has to teach us about we, humankind. And so we spend a lot of time talking about the physical evolution of humans. How did we evolve, or what's the history, what's the information that we have about how we evolved from ape-like ancestors, to more conceptual topics like how did human ingenuity develop over time in the last couple 100,000 years, and that sort of thing. We also talk about topics that are of central importance in a lot of people's minds. For example, what about the teaching of evolution and versus creationism or religious views about how humans developed? And the course does not take a stance on that. What I try to do is encourage discussion of that. And what makes that kind of conversation most interesting is the diversity of people that are in the class. And there are people oftentimes who take the class who don't know what to make of evolution because evolution kind of conflicts with their spiritual beliefs. And so how do we deal with that? How might that become more compatible in some people's minds? But also we talk about the history of that particular controversy, the history in the legal system, and the arguments that have been made from one side or the other of quote unquote offering both views, an evolutionary view and a creation-oriented view. So we discuss topics of relevance to humans in terms of what evolution teaches us. We also talk about topics where evolution is a hot button in modern societies. And then we read a number of papers, largely, we have a large selection of papers out of the magazine Scientific American, because I find that Scientific American offers a fairly rigorous scientific approach to these topics, but does it in a way because its clientele is intended to be people, at large, not scientists. So some of the papers are a little bit on the challenging side, but they're all written for people who are not scientists per se. Don't be scared off by a science course. I'll say it again. I've been saying it a couple times, I think, already, but I'll say it again, that this is not a course designed for people with either expertise or necessarily a super strong interest in science. A curiosity about science, yes, but there's nothing that's inaccessible to someone with little or no scientific background. And it's very informal, and we have a lot of great discussions.